Imagine a dark room filled with shelves of unsolved cases that may not have been looked at in years. Now imagine taking those cases off the shelf and bringing them into the light. The goal of this channel is to shed some new light on those dark cold cases on a state-by-state basis. Thus, welcome to Dark Cold State. I am your host, Dawn, and I plan to bring some light to these cases in hopes of providing new tips, leads, or attention that will bring a resolution to remaining family members. Today's true crime cold cases are from the state of New Mexico. Our first cold case is the death of Michelle Nina Sanchez. Michelle Nina Sanchez was last seen alive by her family on July 14, 1999. Michelle was a 19-year-old Black or African American female found deceased on July 16, 1999. Michelle was found east of Clines Corners, New Mexico, in Torrance County. She was found at the mile marker 230 exit that intersects with State Road 3. Did you or someone you know live near the area of Clines Corners, New Mexico, or the area where Interstate 40 intersects with State Road 3 in July of 1999? Did you see or hear any information that could help law enforcement in this cold case? If you can provide any information regarding this case, please contact the New Mexico State Police Cold Case Homicide Unit at 505-827-9066. Our next cold case is the case of Deputy Juan Leo Ortiz. Deputy Ortiz was on patrol in the Santa Fe National Forest 3 weeks prior to his death when he came across several suspects harassing campers. When one of the men pointed a rifle at him, he opened fire and killed the suspect. On September 17, 1978, Deputy Juan Leo Ortiz was working on his ranch near Maestas Canyon in Rosiada, New Mexico. Deputy Ortiz was shot and killed by a man with a .30 caliber rifle from approximately 200 yards away. The suspect fled and has never been identified. It is believed that Deputy Juan Leo Ortiz was killed in retaliation from the earlier incident in the Santa Fe National Forest. Deputy Ortiz had originally planned to resign from the department 1 day later on September 18, 1978. Were you in the Santa Fe National Forest in the fall of 1978 or near the area of Deputy Ortiz's ranch on September 17th of 1978? Did you see anything suspicious that you can share with law enforcement? If you or someone you know has any information regarding the original incident or the murder of Deputy Juan Ortiz, please call New Mexico State Police Cold Case Unit at 505-827-9066. Our last true crime cold case for this week is Brian Edmonds. At approximately 2:40 a.m. on July 29, 2001, State Police responded to the report of a man down in the southbound lanes of State Road 68 north of Espanola, New Mexico. The person had major head trauma and was taken to UNM Hospital in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where he died later that day. The person was later identified as Brian Edmonds. Brian Edmonds was a 16-year-old male who was last seen at a neighborhood birthday party the evening before he was found on the highway. According to multiple witnesses, he had a small laceration on his head prior to his death. He had decided to leave the party and walk to his home, which was only a short distance away. He was found on the highway less than a mile from his residence. The autopsy of Brian Edmonds could not determine how his injuries were received, whether from a blow or from a vehicle, so the manner of death remains undetermined. Were you at the party on the evening of July 28, 2001? Did you see anything suspicious on State Road 68 in the early morning hours of July 29th of 2001? If you or someone you know has any information regarding the homicide of Brian Edmonds, please contact the New Mexico State Police Cold Case Homicide Unit at 505-827-9066. There are also many unidentified remains found in each state. If you have not already done so, please consider getting DNA testing completed where the DNA results are shared with law enforcement so that the possibility of identifying any unknown remains is increased. The goal of this channel is to provide attention to these cold cases. In order to do that, I must ask a favor of you. If you like the videos on this channel, please click the like button, share the video with others, comment below, and subscribe to the channel so that these videos are seen by as many people as possible. Currently, I select the next state for review using a randomizer. If you have a cold case or a missing person cold case that you would like to see featured on this channel, please suggest in the comments below or email me the information. Once cold cases and missing person cold cases are completed for each state, I will begin the process again with new cases. Appropriate update videos will be provided if needed. Thank you.